I'm live. I think. Okay. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh, look, there we are. Open up. There we go. Hello, everybody's. Coffee. Creative things. No idea what we are doing this morning. I've just put some bits and pieces out in front of me, but welcome. Good morning, Michelle. Yes, we are staying cool today. The aircon is cranking. It is very toasty here in Adelaide. Hello, Susan. Okay, who is ready for day 2 of the CraftAlive Great International Craft Show? I'm super excited to come back to you today with three projects, 3 arty creative projects. I have a lovely mess here on my desk and not a whole lot of inspiration this morning. I've got no idea what I'm doing, but we're just going to make it happen. I'm just going to straighten my camera up. There we go. That's a little better. So over on nataliemay.com.au, you will find some 1-day only specials. So these specials are not going to be available tomorrow. So we're talking 15% off of stencils. I just put that camera in the wrong spot. There we go. 15% off stencils, 15% off of Tim Holtz, 15% off of Paper Rose. We have got clearance products, 40% off. We have got Christmas 2024 at 30% off. Plus, we've got this super freaking awesome postage special. So for those of you who have not shopped with us before, this is something that we've been doing for quite a few years, and we like to combine all of the postage together, and we will post out your order on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week. So we are talking about no judgment shipping, because let's be honest, guys, it's just craft supplies. It's not going to, break too much the bank. However, I know that postage can be expensive. So what we do, you pay $11.95 in Australia for your first order, and then we will email you a secret code with your confirmation email. You pop this code on all of your future orders over the next couple of days, and we will put them all together, send them, then you only pay postage once. So there are a small couple of little terms and conditions with that, of course, and that's for 1.5 kilos and standard size order, and within Australia as well. So that's what we've got. Now, we've also got some other really cool specials, and they are on the Black Friday tab on our website. And I've been adding some bits and pieces to that, and I just threw in these guys here for $9.95 each. All right. For some reason, I have a copious amount of these, so you will find these at a one-off special of $9.95 each for today. All right. So there you go. nataliemay.com.au. Okay, so I have a couple of collage. I have a collage paper here in front of me. This is the Natalie May scrapbooking collage paper. This is our product that we absolutely love, and I know most of you love it as well. The other thing I have here is I have pre-cut some of these die cuts. These are from the Natalie May scrapbooking branded ones, and they are just cut out on 300 GSM card, and I think I might use these. So these have been reduced down as well. You'll find this die in the Black Friday tab. I also have in front of me some Lindy's Gang Go Girl sprays. I'm going to give those a whirl this morning. And I think I might do an art journal page. So for those of you who didn't catch yesterday's live Facebooks, I've been using these refill sheets from Vicky Bouton. Now, these refill sheets are out on clearance in our Black Friday tab, and I'm going to build my own little art journal with these. So I'm going to take, this has got like a flippy page, so I might do this this morning. I don't really know. Now, when I explained yesterday what these holes don't really line up with any of our products at the moment. So I have been binding just using the Art by Marlene mixed media tape, which I've just destroyed and torn off. And I'm going to bind these holes up, and then I will punch my own holes. Oh, bugger. All right, that'll do. Close enough is good enough for my liking. And then I'm just going to turn these into my own little journal. All right. Oh, hello, Tegan. Hello, Lynn. All right, so what am I going to do? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Good morning, Kasha. I've got a foldy one. If I pop her in there, and then I might pop these three down here, I can pop some of them. I don't know. All right, so let's just crack some sprays out. Let's have a bit of a play with the sprays first. I mean, how bad can it go? Famous last words. All right, so this is a puppy training pad. I like to use a puppy training pad because it soaks up any excess liquid and keeps my workspace pretty clean. I have a couple of stencils here in front of me. I have got the Don't Overthink stencil, and I'm going to use that, and I'm going to put it there and do this in 2 parts. Let's have a look at the Lindy sprays. Now, most of you know I am a ambassador, I should say, for Lindy's Gang, and I've been working with Lindy's for years and years and years, and this is a set that I have designed, and I love them. This is the Go Girl set, and these are flat sprays, so they have no shimmer, and they make my soul happy completely. So we have got Get It Girl Green, Boss Babe Blonde, Unstoppable Aqua, Fierce Female Flush, and Own It Awkward. So today I'm going to use these ones, and I'm going to use them in this order on my page. So when you receive in the post the Lindy's sprays, they arrive as a powder. Most of you know this already, but I'm going to let you know. So they arrive as a powder, and you need to activate them to get the magic to happen. So what you do, there's instructions on the side here to use. Add warm water to the fill line, let it sit for 10 minutes, shake before use. It's that simple. There's the fill line. It's not hard. But the cool thing is they don't leak in shipping, and they are really, really easy to use. Okay, I'm just going to wing it here. I really don't quite know how this is going to go this morning, but I figure, hey, what the heck, let's have a play. Because our stencil is only this big, I'm going to do this in 2 steps. I'm going to do step 1 and then step 2, and I'm going to mask this side off so that we don't get any bleed across the page. And I'm going to put my stencil down like this, and I'm going to start with yellow across the top. Now this is sitting nice and flush at the moment. I've given my sprays all a good shake, and now I'm just going to spray across like that. 1, 2. Then I'm going to lift it. How good is that? And just take off any excess sprays on that. Now I want to do the blue and the pink. So I'm going to see if I can do a little bit of lining up. Actually, how about I dry that? Doesn't take long to dry with this gorgeous paper. I haven't prepped my paper at all or done anything fancy. I've just popped it on there. Right, let's have another go here. I want to go, oh, I don't know, about there. And I'm going to put this bit of paper towel over the top so I don't get too much overspray. And I'm happy with that. Beautiful. Oh, I love that. Now I did get a bit of a line there, and that's okay because I know that I'm going to put some collage paper or something on here. Let's repeat it on this side. Oh, look at that, the lovely Naomi. Oh, Tegan's back doing some linking up today. There we go. There's the green and the yellow. Is Jessica still here? That's okay. Jessica has just popped in on her way to an appointment, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
There we go. And rightio. So there's a start. Right, so the next thing I'm going to do is we're going to mask that off, pop that onto there, and I'm going to mask that off and do this again. I'm also a confidence sprayer, so quite often what happens when people want to spray inks and mists and things like that, people get a little bit hesitant and they're not quite sure how to spray. Now, when you spray something, I'm one of these people, I just go in with confidence and I just get it done, and that works for me. All right, so I'm happy with that. And I might just flip it over and do it on the other side as well. I really love these colours. It's come up really, really nice. In fact, I'm thinking I might put a bit more green through the middle here. How can I do that? Wipe off any excess off my stencil. See if I can get a bit clever and line up some stenciling. Oh, there we go. It's a bit of a double up, but give it a little blend. And adding a few little squirts of colour for highlight just around my project. And I'm loving where this is going. Okay. So I think that this is a nice start to my background. Using sprays in your journals can be daunting. They don't have to be. You just kind of have to get in there and make it happen. I'm going to now flip it over and I'm going to put some colour on this side flap as well, because this is going to be a opening page. Ooh, she's a bit warm. All right, and I just want to do this side here, okay? And this is because this is going to be the back of another page. Yeah, the colours are beautiful. I am very proud of these. These are kind of like we called them a bright pastel. That was the best way to describe this colour palette. And I was really aiming for something quite bright, but not super strong. Oh, look at that, I've got that line on there that I didn't want. So we're just going to blend that out a little, and I'm going to heat set that. So the idea being, it's a bright pastel. These 4 colours that I'm using here are super bright. The Fierce Female Flush is the 5th colour in the set, and that colour is more muted, but coordinates beautifully, because in a minute when I want to start mixing these colours a little to help the image blend into the background, that's when I can use that colour to tie it all together. So there we go. We've got all of these gorgeous, gorgeous colours from Lindy's. And if I turn this over, there we go. And that's drying up beautifully. So we have used the Don't Overthink stencil from Natalie May Scrapbooking. Now, this is the one that's not on special today because it is one of my designs. However, some of the others just that we have are 15% off. Okay, so what am I going to do next? No idea. That's so pretty though. I think I want to put her here, but I don't want to put her whole face. I'm tempted to just take that out. All right, so the cool thing about our collage paper, as most of you know, it tears really beautifully, but I'm going to do a water tear. So what a water tear will do is soften the collage paper. So I'm just going to run that across there. And then it softens the collage paper so that you can just tear it off. Now I'm going to take this down here and I'm going to do it from this side and tear it really softly. Okay, let's do it from this side. Now, because the printing pops the ink on top of the collage paper, sometimes you can find it easier to add the water for the water tearing on the reverse side. Nice and simple. Hi everyone, welcome for joining. For those of you who have just joined in, I am just winging it here today and creating a art journal page using collage papers and Lindy's and my stencils. Little free mini class. Okay, let's see how we're going here. I think she's going to go about here. Need to tear this bottom line off. All right, so here's something that's really important to note. If I stick this straight down here, she's going to be green underneath. So I am going to pop a little bit of colour underneath here. And I might actually do this the way that Neve does it, the lovely Neve Bailey. And she puts a light coat of gesso underneath here. So let's try that technique, which I haven't done before. But we learn from those around us, as you know. So let me just get a mat. I've just got some Liquitex gesso, which is my favourite gesso to use. That's probably an unnecessary amount, but you know what? That's okay. And I just want to put on a nice light coat underneath here. So this is the way that Neve does it when she uses our collage papers, and she has excellent success. So let's see if I can do the same today. Give it a nice white, because if I put gesso over the top of the Lindy's, because it is a water-based product, but it's also a pigment dye-based ink, so I don't really want to add too much to it. I don't want that colour to activate. So let's try this. So now if you haven't caught Neve, go and check out her YouTube. Holy moly, the girl is an absolute queen. Look at that, that's worked beautifully. She does some amazing things with our collage, with the Natalie May scrapbooking collage papers. And she's just an absolute boss at creating on the, she's just an absolute genius. Love the girl. All right, so drying that off. Didn't do it super thick, but I'm hoping this will prevent some of that green coming through underneath. Baby wipe. Okay. Where's my page? Here we go. So she'll still have a little green coming through, but it won't be anywhere near as much. Okay. Let's have a think, Natalie. I do want to take out a little bit of this orange. I'm not loving having this orange. I will be going in with a paintbrush and working on building in some colour, but not just yet. Okay, that is going to work for me. Now, gel medium. So gel medium is going to be my adhesive. Okay, so my YouTube is Natalie May Scrapbooking, and Neve Bailey is Tegan. Can you pop Neve's YouTube link into the comments, please? She does some, just like I said, some amazing things with our collage papers, and she's just an absolute goddess when it comes to using those. And also the super talented Claire Steed from the UK, who is one of our teachers. Claire does the best things with our collage papers as well. So make sure you jump over and follow myself as well as Neve and Claire. Right, so I've just popped the gel medium on the back, and now I'm going to pop her on. So I've just popped it on the back. Oh, I've got a bit of green coming through, that's okay. And now I'm going to seal this collage paper. Beautiful. Neve, and so make sure you give Claire, myself and Neve a follow, and just see how you can do some more amazing things with the Natalie May Scrapbooking collage papers, stencils and stamps, our products. Claire, beautiful. There we go. All right, so I'm happy with that. I do have a little bit of green coming through. However, I'm not actually too phased about that at this point. I can add a little bit of white to it later. And I'm drying that off. So gel medium is my adhesive. So the Dina Wakley gel medium is my go-to. It is my absolute favorite. I like it because it dries with a really nice matte finish and it's not shimmery and shiny. And that's a really, really important thing for me when I am creating. I want to make sure that I can put something else over the top later. So having a matte finish that's not going to resist any colour is going to make a huge difference. I'm going to cut off that excess. Now, I'm feeling the need here for some leaves. Oh, that's terribly messy. Let's get in here. Right. Okie dokie. Let's get in here with a little bit more spray. So I want to blend this in here. So let's grab that stencil, pop that there. Oh, nice. That's got a nice blend. Feel like today is going to be one of those days where I end up with hands that are covered in ink. Inky, inky day. Okay. In the live Facebook I did yesterday afternoon, I used these Lindy's Magicals and I used these Lindy's Magicals and added a little bit of water to activate them. So it's been sitting here on my desk overnight and they have evaporated in this extremely warm day. It was very warm here overnight. So I'm just reactivating these again, which you can do, which I love. And I thought I might now come in here and start to create a bit of a wash. So I'm going to create my own colour, which is not going to include that blue. I also mentioned yesterday that I'm trying to get some of these, I've got on order some of these ceramic wells. So I will be doing an order for that. There we go, making up an orange. I'll be doing an order for that very shortly. So keep an eye on the website. So I can start making my own colour here. Oh, there we go, that's what I want. Bit of an orange. And I want to just do a little bit of mixing in here. Get a little bit of this colour happening. So then I don't have this orange edge that kind of doesn't really fit in anywhere. So I'm going to just do a little bit of a mix like that before I get in here with some stenciling and some stamping. Sorry, I'm just covering up her face so I don't get any unnecessary splatters. But you can mix the colours together. So welcome to everybody who has just tuned in. There's a few of you watching now. I'm Natalie and I'm just doing a little bit of a art journal page here today using the Lindy's sprays and magicals plus my collage papers and stencils, and I'm thinking that in a minute I'm going to add some stamping. Hey Ella, can you tell me, or Kasha or someone, this stamp that's right there, see that stamp there? Can you tell me if we have any of those in stock before I use it and everybody loves it? Because that's something that happens. you know. So see how now that's just kind of blended that in a little, and then I'm going to put some to balance it over on this side. Make up that colour again, so it's a little bit of that orchid.
Only a couple.
Only a couple. Excellent. So I will use it today because I can see it and I want to use it. So I just want to put a bit more of that orange down the bottom here just to balance out that colour. Because it's got to be about balance. You have to make things look kind of, you know, like they fit together. Having something on your project that just doesn't look balanced makes it stand out and can be not as visually pleasing as you would like it to be. So the stamp that the girls, I just asked the girls to go and check for me, is a Dina Wakley stamp, which is this one here called Phone Doodles. And I just caught the corner of my eye because I like this leaf here. I could draw a leaf, but I have zero interest in doing that this morning. Ink pad would be great. Ink pad would be fantastic. Where have I put it? I love it when I put things away and then I can't find it. There's that one, and I've got to re-ink it. Okay, so I use the black archival ink. It is the best, it is the go-to, it is the bomb. It is the one that you need to be using. I'm going to re-ink this for you. So I've got the jet black. You should always have one of these in your stash. And all I do is give it a light squeeze and boom, re-inked, happy days. And put the lid back on that properly or it leaks and it's the worst thing ever. Okay, letting it soak in and it's just dropped into that pad and soaked right off. Okay, so let's get this on here. So we also have some clear acrylic blocks as well. So you can find these on our website. I'm keeping the girls on their toes today. There we go. Oh, that's perfect. And I'm doing it sideways because that's just the way that my hand automatically tends to go. You have to find your confidence when you create, and you can do that however you like. For me, it's about finding the right position for your hand and putting it on your page and laying it out on your page how you need it to work. Oh, bless. That's so good. And look, it fits in. Yeah, look at that. Brilliant. And stop, Natalie. Knowing when to stop is important. I haven't worked out what I'm going to do on the other side yet, but we'll cross that hurdle when we get to it. I think I'm also going to add, while I am here, look at this. 2 stamps by Natalie May Scrapbooking. I'm going to add these numbers because these are some of my favourite things to be adding. So this is the Live by Choice stamp set. And I'm going to pop some numbers up here. And I'm after a really grungy sort of look. Oh yeah, baby. Imperfect, just like me. Balance, I can't just put that up there. It has to go somewhere else as well. And I like the idea of it overlapping and doing this second, third sort of stamp, shadow stamp. Oh, so good. So good. Now it's coming together. Live by Choice is sold out, Nat. What? What? Don't be ridiculous. Oh, shit. Viz. Really? Kasha. but yes, I will be getting more in. Okay, so there's the Live by Choice. Done, done, done. And then we have got this little baby. So this is the Won't Let You Down version 2. And what I love about this is we have redone our gorgeous typewriter stamp here, and we've added some dots. Because seriously, dots are everything. And I think that this is, no, I'm just going to use this organically. Yeah. Yes, we have got some new, we've got some more of those Live by Choice going online in a moment. We have found some more fluting. So hold that thought, Naomi. Right, so popping in some little spots, and I'm connecting it to the stamping that I've already done so that it's not just floating around. And I'm actually really loving this. Refresh your page, people. There should be some more Live by Choice stamps online now. But you can also purchase the storage boxes as well. So that will give you some fantastic storage solutions. And I'm going to be adding here. So yesterday I used this one. This is the version 2 of the Don't Overthink, but I really love these little open words in here, so I'm going to include those on this page. I've got the word happiness, happiness, and I like again to do a nice, I've designed it so I can do this exact technique with the shadow stamping, I call it. So it's like a secondary stamping. Favorite thing. And that's enough. Happiness. And we'll use the word create with that, and we'll line it up so it says create happiness. Little stamp. Black ink. And just like I did with yesterday's stamp, or do I put it, I might pop a little white on her face before I do that. Yes. Coming together nicely. I had some moment of hesitation when I started. Didn't quite know where it was all going. Okay, I'm just going to pop a little bit of contrasting white to her face, and I'm going to just do that with gesso. Smaller paintbrush, little one like that. That's too big, actually. Hold that thought. This is a better size. Yes, Naomi, thank you. It did get through the ugly stage. That's exactly what happened. All right, so I don't want to go into white here. I'm being super aware that I've just made that way too white. So I've got a baby wipe, and I'm just going to dab that back. And it's kind of moistened the paper, which is good. And now it's just taking a little bit of that green out. Whoops. Give her a green moustache, green mustachio. And then one other thing that I'm going to do in a minute is it's going to pop a white frame. I need a white frame, and it will, whoops, and it will need a big fat juicy title. Have you, everybody noticed Like, we've gone from doing these small little delicate titles on our journals, on our journal pages, and since Claire has introduced to us how awesome it is for a big, fat, confident black title, a lot of us have been jumping on and doing that and loving the results. So, you know, this is what a journal page should be about. It's about telling your story and jumping in there and putting your boldness on the page. I think she needs a little bit. I'm only using a very, very tiny amount of white, but it's just putting in some nice highlight points. And I like it. Okay. I'm going to sneeze. No, I'm not. Put a white pen here. Ooh, delivery guys here, Kash. Ooh. I don't know what's coming. All right. A little bit white in there. And now we're going to do a title. And should it say create happiness? I think it probably should, but in much bigger, bolder writing. This is my Art by Marlene duo marker, and I need to test it first. So I'm just going to grab a scrap bit of paper. And before I do any sort of title, I always do this. I write out what I want to write so I can check the size. And that works. And that works for me. So I can outline that, which I may do. I think I do need to add some little spots to it. I do have my fat marker here somewhere. Where is it? My big fat Posca. It is getting confident with your handwriting too. And this is something that I would love to be able to, you know, go and tell everybody that it's the sort of thing that, you know, it's a piece of cake. Yeah, just go for it. But not everybody is confident with their handwriting, and I completely understand that. However, I create my journals for me. So therefore, I'm not creating it to impress you. So because my handwriting is my handwriting, that's part of the journey. That's part of the story. That's part of why I like to do this. So you turn it into what you want to turn it into. Nobody else is going to go, oh my God, Tegan, I hate your handwriting. It's terrible. You've ruined your project. Nobody's going to say that. And if they are saying it, you're showing the wrong people. So you kind of just get it on there. You put it on there and you be confident with what you're doing. Otherwise, what's the point of journaling? Okay, you shouldn't be journaling to copy what I'm doing. You should be journaling to try something new. Try a new technique. Have an outlet for your creativity and your creative fun. You should be journaling to use up some of those valuable craft supplies you've been hoarding at home. I know, because I'm talking to you. You should be journaling as that mental health release. You should be journaling because it's fun, not because it induces anxiety or it creates a stressful environment and becomes confusing. You should not be comparing yourself to me or to Tegan or to Naomi or to Claire or to Neve. You should be inspired by seeing something like this online, seeing something that someone else has created. It's about inspiration, trying something new, embracing. I think that is the important bit. Not trying to create something that isn't you. Does that make sense? Karsha, did that just sound like I was standing on my high horse, or did that make sense? It does make sense. Does that make sense, guys? Do it for you. Don't do it to impress me or Karsha or Claire or Tegan or Naomi. Do it because you want to do it. You know, that's the whole point behind art journaling, in my opinion. Okay, loving this. Getting there. Her eye's bothering me. It's bothering me. Probably not bothering you. That's better. That's better. All right. And I'm just going to add a little white pen down the title to help it stand out, because I feel like it gets lost. And that's it. That's all I'm going to do. I'm just going to stop. Do I put something on that side? Yeah, I've still got time. Yeah, why not? What do I have to put on that side? I'm going to have to balance it out, aren't I? So if I'm going to balance it out, I need to pull that stamp that I've put somewhere safe. What the hell did I do with it? Here we go. I was going to put the little faces on it, but I don't think I will. Susan says, it makes perfect sense when you get to that realization. Yeah, absolutely. And that's a really good point. Just me saying that, oh yeah, this is what I think you should do, isn't going to make you do it. I understand that. However, allowing yourself to be a bit more free does make all the difference. And I do know that, you know, journaling is not everybody's cup of tea, but for me, and it's taken me a very long time to get to here, don't get me wrong, you know, I'm a scrapbooker. I'm a creative and I'm a scrapbooker, but for me it was about, you know, finding my groove and finding what's made me happy, and this is what makes me happy. Find your happiness. Do the things that make you happy. Cannot stress that enough. It's just paper. Nobody is going to give you a score out of 10 and say, oh my God, Tegan, that looks like shit. Nobody cares. Just create. And I'm only using Tegan because, you know, she's there and I saw her name and it never looks like crap, so don't worry about it. Okay, happy with that, happy with that. Look at that, just a couple of little stamps. Exactly the same techniques that I did on the inside. Create a little frame. I love a frame. I love a black pen doodle. This is the Uniball Eye pen. This is my pen of choice. We have them in stock now. Finally, it's taken me forever, but I finally got them. And it is my black doodling pen of choice. One last thing I need to do is put on some words. Tegan, your work is always amazing, my friend. Create happiness. Because that's what we should be doing, is creating happiness. So today is Friday here at the Super Studio. We call it Fat Food Friday because Fat Food Friday is Takeaway Fridays. It's usually just dumplings and salt and pepper chicken. But Friday, today, the 22nd of November, you can get 15% off stencils on Natalie May scrapbooking. You can get 15% off of Tim Holtz products. You can get 15% off of Paper Rose products. Clearance, we've got some dyes. I was going to put that dye in, wasn't I? It just doesn't work now. But this does. This rocks. I love this. And I'm done. And I'm not going to touch any more because if I stuff it up. Look at her. She's in there. She could do with a little pink on her lips. I'm tempted to... Will I stuff it up if I do that? What do you think? Yes, there we go. Done. I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to stop now. And yeah, created, done, easy. Lindy's in the background. Lindy's gorgeous Go Girl sprays, created by me, designed by me. Get It Girl Green, Unstoppable Aqua, Boss Babe Blonde, Own It Orchid, and Fierce Female Flush. We use them in the sprays. I've coloured some magicals in the background to add that little orange tinge to help blend it in. And I am absolutely loving this little project. So we've used a Dina Wakely stamp here. We have used my Natalie May scrapbooking Don't Overthink version 2, Won't Let You Down version 1, Live by Choice, Not by Chance. Use those, and our Don't Overthink stencil. And I'll just bring up some of these little details on camera for you to see. I'm happy with that. And you can just, that little bit of white on her face has just made her stand out a little bit more, but help her blend in. And there's that orange at the top that I created. Okay, then on this side, that's what we've got. That's it from me. I'll put some photos up and link some products in the comments. And I look forward to seeing you all back here at 1:30. And I'm going to have a play with some Paper Rose things, maybe. Maybe, baby. I don't know what I'm doing. We'll work that out when it happens. See you soon, guys.